Here are a few drills that are designed to help break down the pitching motion. You first want to start off about halfway between the pitching mound and the plate with your feet shoulders width apart and your arms parallel to the ground, forming a T with your body. From this position, you will then begin to throw the ball, releasing at your hip and making sure that you keep your hips in line with your catcher. Repeat this drill about 20 to 30 times and then take about 3 to 4 steps back. For this next drill, you will begin in the same position with your feet shoulder width apart and your left shoulder facing your catcher. The only difference is that you will begin with your arms straight up by your ear, thinking about touching your elbow to your right ear. From this position, you will continue and throw the ball to your catcher, still releasing at your hip and following through to your ear. For this next drill, you will take about 1 step back and start in the same position. The only difference for this drill is that instead of having your arm up by your head, you will now be pointing your right arm out towards your catcher. You will then be moving your arm all the way around past your head and releasing at your hip. You want to think of this as making a C motion with your arm. You also need to make sure that you keep your hips in line with your catcher and continue about 20 to 30 times as you have been doing for the past 2 drills. For the next drill, you will begin back at the pitcher's mound in the same position as you have been going. The only difference now is that you will be starting with your arms straight down by your hip. You will then be taking a slight step through your motion as you make a complete circle and follow through to your ear. For the last drill, you will begin about 2 steps behind the pitcher's mound. You will then take 1 step with your left foot and your next step with your right foot. You should then be back at the pitcher's mound and ready to throw your pitch. It is important for this drill that you make sure you are ready to pitch the ball when you step with your right foot. This means that you need to be able to turn your body to be in the same position that you were in for the first drills. The focus of this drill is leg drive. You want to make sure that you stride out towards your catcher as hard as you can, rather than jumping up and leaping in the air. An easy way to fix leaping in the air is to think about dragging your foot across the ground and bringing it up to your left shin and making a figure 4 with your legs. The reason why this drill is so important is because it focuses on leg drive, which is the key component to throwing hard and getting the most out of your pitches. Incorporating these drills as part of your regular warm-up is key for optimal pitching performance in the circle.